just wait.
Yo, 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 what is up? What is up, guys? What is up? Yes, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another watch along video. Yes, we are here. It feels like we have been away for some time, but at least we are back. We are back as always. We are back. Yes, of course, as always, this is the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel. Welcome for all of you that are new to the stream and for you that are returning subscribers. Thank you so much for being part of this watch along. Yes, it's the big one in London, or rather North London, between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, somebody can call Tottenham Hotspur Arsenal's biggest North London rivals, but this is just a local derby. Not like Tottenham are the team that now has been preventing Arsenal from winning titles and such, because over the recent past, Arsenal have clearly dominated this fixture. So let us see what's going to happen in this game. Anyway, as always, guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you also drop your predictions in the chat. Whom do you think is gonna carry the day between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur? It's a London derby. Yes, for Arsenal, they have the chance of moving 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League, because yesterday Liverpool lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest, and Liverpool are the current champions. And as always, you know, champions are always in the running for any kind of league title charge. And of course, their nearest rivals, Manchester City, lost at at Newcastle. So this is a very, very good opportunity for Arsenal to kick into gear and win this game and go 7 points clear and cement their grip on their title charge this season. In fact, for me, I had them pick to win the league. So I'm sure many people think that they're gonna bottle it, but I don't think they're gonna bottle it this time round, because the other teams now, namely Liverpool and City, are well off the pace. They are well off the pace. So it is Arsenal's best opportunity to win this Premier League. And of course, let's hope that they are going to do it in style, because it's been a while, guys. It's been a while since Arsenal last won a Premier League title. So there is the poll in the chat, guys. Do make sure you smash, or that you vote in the chat whom you think is gonna carry the day in this London derby. So the team news are already out. Let me just get to the team news in a little bit, guys. Give me a second. And I hope you guys have had a wonderful Sunday as I try and locate the lineup. So if you guys have had a wonderful Sunday, you've enjoyed yourselves. What? Hope you guys have had a wonderful Sunday. Wonderful Sunday, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. For those guys that do go to church, I hope that yes, it was worthwhile. For those that were relaxing at home, I hope that you also had the rest that you so needed. So anyway, we are just about ready to show you the lineups, guys. So the lineups for both teams are out. So for Arsenal, have as usual, you can always predict this Arsenal team. It's always Ryan goal, Timber, Saliba. There's no Gabriel today. He's injured. I think until when is he gonna be back? I think he's gonna be back in like is it towards the end of like in almost 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, he got a muscle injury in the game between Brazil, his country, and Senegal. So he was stretchered off, rather he limped off, so he's unavailable in this game. So Hincap comes in, the new signing. Then, of course, Calafiori has overcome the muscle injury to start. Then, of course, Zubamendi and Rice as the two anchors in midfield. Eze in front of them, Saka on the right, Trossard on the left, and of course, still no Gyökeres, so that means that Merino continues to play his trade up front. For Tottenham, Tottenham have a very, very strange lineup today. They are playing in a 5-3-2. So they are clearly going defensive. So Vicario in goal, Danso, Romero, and Van der Ven as the three centre backs, and then of course Jed Spence and Udogi as the wing backs, and then of course Palinya and Bentancur in midfield, then of course Kudus and Odegaard as the forwards, and then of course Richarlison as the lone striker. So that's the two lineups for both teams. So guys, do make sure that you are dropping your predictions in the chat, whom you think is gonna carry the day. If you are an Arsenal supporter, I'm sure many of you out there are Arsenal supporters, and you'd want them to kick on this or continue this title charge all the way till May. But I'm sure they're gonna get there. Yeah. So make sure that you do drop your predictions in the chat. So for any new members to the channel, or not little members, but for the lot of you that are new in this stream, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Yes, Arsenal, of course, doing the usual huddle in the middle, about to start. See man like Declan Rice. In fact, from that angle, somebody might confuse him for Arteta. He clearly looked like Arteta, man, because the hairstyle, the hairdo, everything just looks like Arteta, man. But anyway, we're just about to start. Game will be kicking off in around 60 seconds. Yes, the two managers shaking hands. Thomas Frank, the Tottenham manager. Of course, many people have not given Tottenham any chance in this game because of their dismal record against Arsenal. In fact, in recent past, let me check. In the league, Arsenal have managed to win 73 games. That is both Premier League and Division 1, way before they changed it to the Premier League. Because back in the day, the Premier League was known as the Division 1 title. Yeah, so all through in their entire history, Arsenal have beaten Tottenham 73 times. In the league, while Tottenham have won 55 times, and there have been 48 draws. Yeah, so Tottenham's last victory over Arsenal was in, when was this? Actually, it was in 2021. Sorry, 2022. There's famous 3-0 victory against Arsenal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah. And of course, usual guys, game has kicked off. So Tottenham, of course, in their usual jerseys of white t-shirts. And is it sky? What kind of blue is this? I don't know what kind. Let me not butcher it, man. I don't know whether that is navy blue or what, but yeah. And of course, Arsenal in their traditional kits of red t-shirts and white shorts. Yeah, so Tottenham is the team that has actually been hard hit with injuries. And so are Arsenal. In fact, Arsenal are missing like, is it 7 to 8 starters? Because there's no Odegaard, there's no Gabriel, there's no Havertz, there's no Gyökeres. There's no Madueke. Yeah, Madueke is also a starter. No Madueke. There's no. Who else are they missing? Quite a number of players that Arsenal are missing. So they'll hope that today at least they'll be able to get through the line because, when it comes to derbies, form is normally out of the window because Arsenal, in their most recent game against Sunderland, they managed to draw 2-2. A very entertaining game. In fact, if you guys could just get a chance of going to have a look at those highlights of that game, please do. It was a very, very entertaining game. Yes, it was end-to-end stuff at some point, man. Sunderland are definitely proving to be a team that is no slouch in the Premier League this season. Yeah, but they actually lost yesterday against Fulham. They lost by 1-0. So I can say that they have been halted in their tracks. So anyway, it's a throw into Arsenal to be taken by Timber. Back with Saliba. I think Incap is making his full debut today. Incap is making his full debut. Anyway, guys, keep voting in the chat. Do let us know whom you think is gonna carry the day in this game. If you think Tottenham are gonna win it, if you think Arsenal are gonna win it, do let us know. Of course, do drop your predictions in the chat. Udogi the throw in to Bentancur. by Trossard. Trossard sprays it wide to Saka. This Saka. Saka coming forward. Saka into Eze. Shoot Eze. Rice! Oh, straight at the keeper. What a save from Vicario. What a save from Vicario. Wonderful move by Arsenal, man. What a wonderful move. They worked it so well, man. Eze with the chip into Rice, straight at the keeper. Dance almost put it through his own net, eh? Wonderful awareness from Eze, man. To chip that ball over the top. Wonderful ball, man. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's man like Arteta. Arteta, man, he looks worried, man. Take it easy, man. It's just early stages, man. At least your team is showing the desire to win this game. Yes, so corner to Arsenal. Saka into the box. Headed up and over by Timber. Anyway, guys, make sure you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel, guys. Make sure you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And for any new, well, not new, but for any returning subscriber, do make sure that you're smashing a like on the video and supporting the channel as well. So, anyway, it's a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know why Thomas Frank looks so worried, eh? Come on, take it easy, man. Still early days. Yeah, because the way he set up his team today is like he's got no desire of maybe winning this game. Maybe they try and keep it tight for as long as they can. And then maybe in the second half, maybe they bring on a few guys to see whether they can maybe get the result. Yeah, because as you can see, if he's playing with 5 central defenders, rather 5 defenders, it means that he's really scared of Arsenal's threat. Eh? Or maybe he's played with 5 defenders and 3 centre backs because he's also fearing the aerial threat from Arsenal. Because remember, Arsenal are the top scorers when it comes to scoring from set pieces this season. In fact, across Europe, they're the team that has scored the most goals from set pieces. Be it corners, throw-ins, free kicks, indirect free kicks. Yes, they've scored so many goals. So, let us see how they are gonna match up today. So that is why maybe you see the Thomas Frank had decided to play a back 5. It's clearly a back 5. And of course, Jed Spence is gonna play on the wing. The guy who's gonna be covering Calafiori. So Kudus, Odegaard, and Richarlison are just gonna maybe see whether they can get any kind of joy up front, maybe from balls over the top, because I don't see any other way in which Tottenham are gonna get out today, because Arsenal, I'm sure, are gonna lock them down. And as I said earlier, still no Gyökeres for Arsenal. He's still unavailable through injury, but Madueke at least is back. Madueke is on the bench, so Madueke is on the bench for Arsenal. At least their players are slowly coming back from injury. Also, Gabriel Jesus is almost fully recovered from his PCL injury. Remember that at the beginning of the year in January, Gabriel Jesus suffered a PCL injury. That's a posterior cruciate ligament injury in the FA Cup defeat to United. So he has been out since, but at least he's almost back now. So yeah, Gabriel expected to be out up to 2 months. So that means he might actually be back in January. So let's see how Arsenal are gonna play without Gabriel, because Gabriel is clearly a threat for Arsenal, both from set pieces and from corners as well. They're a very integral part of the team in defense and also in attack, because he's, in fact, I think across Europe is the defender that has got the most goals from set pieces, be it corners, free kicks. Mendy bundled over the ball by off the ball by Benton Koya. So Gabriel, yeah, he's clearly a very, very big miss for Arsenal today. So yeah, Richarlison, I don't know what he's trying to do there. It's picked up by Saka. Oh, Van der Ven. Was that a foul? He's lucky if he's gonna escape without a card. Okay, it was okay. It was okay. It was not a bad charge. I thought that he had actually gone through the player. Oh, he's lucky. He's lucky his foot was down. If he starts a little bit showing, he'd have been sent off. Richarlison has already started, man. There's a guy that I've never rated in football. It's Richarlison. I don't know how this guy is able to scam. What's it called? Performance after performance for Tottenham. Man, this guy Richarlison, man, Richarlison. Anyway, it's picked long by Hincap, looking for Saka, picked up by Udogi. Udogi back to Vicario. Vicario kicks it forward, only as far as Eze. Now picked up by Timber. Timber into Saka. Saka has to go through the legs of Van der Ven. It's now picked up by Zubamendi. Is Saliba. Saka with a lot of space. Saka cross it. Cleared by Palinya. Timber into the box. Cleared by Spence. Picked up by Kudus. Kudus runs into trouble. Recycled by Rice. Califiori is now with Trossard. Back with Rice. Arsenal are keeping the ball well. At least they look sharp today. Huh? They look so sharp. That's why I said, for me, they're my pick to win the league. There's no way that either Liverpool or City are going to win this league. Because I don't see Arsenal going on a very serious mad run. Yes, they may have bottled it in the past, but not this season. Because this season, at least they've got the squad to mount up the title charge. And at the same time, they also have the squad depth and the performances on the pitch to actually stay in the race for long. So, this is actually Arsenal's best season to win the Premier League. Best season. Because it's actually good because you can say all their closest rivals are just falling by the wayside. That's Liverpool and Man City. Yeah, Chelsea are their closest challengers because if Arsenal do win this game, they'll go 6 points clear of Chelsea, whom they face next Sunday. So just bear in mind that next Sunday is going to be Chelsea versus Arsenal at Stamford Bridge. So those are Arsenal's nearest rivals to the title currently because Liverpool and Man City are currently not doing it. In fact, Liverpool, there's a team that is so dead this season is Liverpool, man. Liverpool have got 6 wins and 6 losses. There's no way you can win the league with having suffered 6 losses in your first 12 games. It's impossible. It has never happened, and I don't think it will ever happen. That's why I said it's actually Arsenal's best time to win the league because I think that they've had is it 2 draws or 1 draw? Check the table. How many draws have they had? I think they've had like a draw against City, draw against Sunderland. So yeah, actually yeah. So it's true. Yeah. So they've actually won 8 games, drawn 2 and lost 1. The loss was against Liverpool. In cup, press the ball over the top. Danso, out muscling Trossard, picked up by Danso, picked up by Merino, now Palinya, get Spence, forces a throw-in off Califiori. Anyway guys, make sure you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel. As always, if it's your first time here on the channel, do make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like the video. For those that are returning subscribers, make sure you also support the channel by liking the video. Califiori, is Trossard, Palinya, throw-in considered by Tottenham. So I don't know whether Arsenal are gonna go through their usual set piece routine, long throw routine. Oh, Trossard seems to be hurt. Looks painful, man. Looks painful. That looks painful, man. Hope he's gonna be okay. Honestly, hope he's going to be okay. He's back on his feet. Back on his feet. Andrew Trossard, yes. Yeah, last season, or not last season, last game, we thought he'd scored the winner against Sunderland, but Sunderland did come back. Draw that game 2-2. Like I said, it was a very exciting game, guys. It was a very, very pulsating game. In fact, one of the best games of the season so far. Wonderful game. Because somebody might say that Sunderland might have been pushovers, but in that game, they ensured that they go toe to toe with Arsenal. They were not scared at all. And like I said on that stream, they did a mad thing where they actually moved their advertising board like a few meters forward so that Arsenal would not get a lot of space now. So that in this case, if maybe somebody like Rice was coming to take a long throw, he'd not have a long run up. He'd have a very short space, maybe like 2 meters just to do the long throw. And actually, it worked. That's why I said maybe they had showed the entire Premier League how to play against Arsenal, especially when you want to limit their threat from long throws. Palinya tackles Merino, not for throwing. So, but as you know, since it's Arsenal's home ground, they can do all the set piece routines that they want because at least at home, nobody's gonna touch the advertising board. And it's a long throw opportunity for Arsenal to be taken by Califiori, throws it into Zubamendi. Califiori cross it. Charlison heads it away. Kudus. Bad pass. And it's out for a goal kick. Yeah, so far David Raya has been a passenger. In fact, he's not had anything to do so far. That's why he's simply relaxed, man. In fact, have we even mentioned him once in this game? I don't think we have. Cario with the kick forward. Danso is actually heading it to Merino. Danso picks up the ball. Picked up by Palinya. Has he been fouled? Yep, he has been fouled. He has been fouled. So Arsenal's impressive record against Spurs. 19 wins, 12 draws, and 1 loss at the Emirates in 32 previous appearances. In fact, their most recent defeat against Tottenham at this ground came back in 2010 when Arsenal were actually leading 2-0, but a Gareth Bale inspired Tottenham Hotspur came back to win that game 3-2. I remember watching that game, way back in 2010. Arsenal are comfortable through goals. Who scored actually? Was it Sami and Nasrian who scored? But Tottenham did rally from behind to get the victory. Clearly, Van der Ven is trying to prevent Raya from taking that goal kick fast. Maybe he was fearing the counter attack. This is Zubamendi. Now Declan Rice. This is Julian Timber. Saka. By Timber. Califiori. Oh, Califiori, did he foul Van der Ven? No, he didn't. Aye! Oh, okay. Referee has waved play on. Picked up by Rice. Trossard to the box. Well taken down by Saka. Yep. Come on, referee. Should have let the game go on, I don't know why your doggy is having a go at Saka. You're clearly holding him back, huh? Yeah, I was clearly holding him back. Connie, what did you expect him to do, man? Nice takedown by Saka, man. He kept the ball really well. Oh. Okay, I understand. Because when the referee had already blown for the foul, Saka threw a leg to Dogi. Got him. Anyway, it's a free kick opportunity to Arsenal. It's a free kick opportunity to Arsenal to be taken by Saka. Welcome back, Baba Enzo. Wow. Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Saka with over the set piece for Arsenal. The Saka into the box over the bar. So guys, do make sure that you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if it's your first time here on the channel, of course, do all that wonderful stuff. If you're a returning subscriber, make sure you're supporting the channel by smashing a like on the video. Vicario restarts play for Arsenal, or rather for Tottenham, led away by Rice, picked up by Udogi versus Timber, Udogi, was he fouled? He seemed a foul on Udogi. When the referee has said, play on, man. It seems like Udogi and Saka are gonna have a go at each other on that side. I predict a very, very interesting battle between the two of them. But it seems like it's already heating up. Skudus back to Danso. Danso into Spence. Danso kicks it forward. Who's he looking for, honestly? Anyway, picked up by Odegaard. Richarlison, was he fouled by Zubamendi? Yep, he was fouled. So, I don't know. I've not even checked both benches. I don't know who's on the bench for either team. So, let me check who is on the bench. Can clearly see Tottenham today are just playing for set pieces. Yeah, because that foul was committed deep, almost on the halfway line, and Vicario was actually pushing up to take the set piece himself. Wow. Talk about set piece FC, man. And into ads Danso, picked up by Palinya, given away, picked up by Timber, hoofs it clear. 1 versus 2. This is Spence. Nice defending from, no, not defending, but hustle from Trossard. So, throw into Tottenham deep in their half. Yeah, Tottenham clearly not in a hurry whatsoever. Yeah, they'd be happy with a 0-0. They'd be happy with a 0-0. Declan Rice with the up and over. Cleared away by Romero into Odeba. Eze. Kudus. Nice turn from Kudus. Kept the ball really well from Eze. This is Udogi. Richarlison. Odegaard versus Zubamendi is not going to win that race. Yeah, so on the bench, we have Mosquera for Arsenal, Ben White, Gabriel, Kepa, Nogard, Madueke, Waneri, Skelly, and Dauman. So, at least Arsenal beginning to have a respectable bench. Saka being hustled by Van der Ven. I think Saka went down too easily there. But anyway, for Tottenham, we have Xavi Simons on the bench, Matthias Tell, Archie Gray, Bagvile, Brennan Johnson, Pedro Porro, Papa Matesa, Antoine Kinsey, the goalkeeper, and of course, Randall Kolo Muani. That is both benches for the two sides. So at least, like I said, Arsenal at least beginning to have a respectable bench. It's good to have them back, man, because the likes of Havertz, Jesus, has also been injured long term. Yes, I think it's those two who have been injured long term. Yeah, at least, but those two I think will be back before Christmas. Havertz, I think just a few games away. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be on the bench against Bayern Munich on Wednesday. So So do remember, guys, that on Wednesday, Arsenal play Bayern Munich. Very, very big game for them. Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. Yes, it's a top of the table clash, the Champions League phase. Both teams having a 100% record. They are coming to that game. Arsenal have won all their 4 games, and so have Bayern Munich. So let's see how those two are gonna play. That will be on Wednesday. So this is Kudus, this is Odebat coming forward. Odebat cleared away by Hincap. As far as Saka, by Udogi, it's now Merino. Merino, was he foul? No, no foul on Merino. Yeah, that was clearly a dive. Yeah. So it seems like Tottenham have survived the early onslaught from Arsenal. The first 15-20 minutes, because in the past 3 to 5 minutes at least they managed to get out of the box, and at least Arsenal have also been slightly pared back, but it's still early days. More or less just game management from both teams. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And for those who are new, or for those who are returning subscribers, do support the channel by smashing a like on the video. And of course, guys, do remember to drop your predictions in the chat. Yeah, so the current poll, 57% say are favoring an Arsenal victory, while 43 are favoring a Spurs victory. Surprised it's that close. I expected it to be overwhelming in Arsenal's favor, maybe like 75 to 80, because Tottenham have been in poor form recently. Anyway, this is Zubamendi. Zubamendi back to Timber. Timber, come on, Arsenal, move the ball quicker. Tottenham have got no problem just sitting back in their shell and defending. They have got no problem whatsoever. Because in their eyes, at least they have kept the score respectful for the past 25 minutes. So they're okay sitting back. So Arsenal will have to move the ball a whole lot quicker. They intend to break down this team. There's 5 at the back from Tottenham. Oh, nice turn by Spence. Foul by Calafiori. But also do remember, guys, that this fella called Thomas Frank, the Tottenham manager, he does know how to grind out such results. He does know how to grind out such results, man. He did it so well for Brentford against some big teams. He did it once against Arsenal, against Man City, against United, against Chelsea as well. So he's a manager who's no slouch, man. Vicario with a long kick forward. Charlison just let it run out of play. It's a goal kick to Arsenal. Yeah, Thomas Frank is like, you guys need to push up, man, when you ever have those set piece opportunities. It's now Rice from Salibia. Oh, Deje Salibia. Saliba, man. I need some water. Saliba, Zubamendi. This is Timber. It's now Zubamendi. Is Zubamendi again. Bad pass from Zubamendi. What was he doing, man? He's Odegaard. Back to Van der Ven. Where's Merino? Merino, man, you should be in the box, man. Be the one leading the press. Danso into Spence. Rice. Omo on it back of Danso. So, anyway, so far, the big chance was a fellow, the way of Arsenal, to Declan Rice. Shot it straight at the keeper after a wonderful dinked pass from Eze. So wonderful pass, man. But so far, that is the only chance of the game, for either side, that is, because Tottenham are yet even to have a single shot on goal. Not even on target, on goal. Because can clearly see their gameplay today is just to keep it tight and see whether they can just try and frustrate Arsenal for as long as they could. And maybe see whether they can nick a goal later on. But if this game becomes end to end, then it's gonna favor Arsenal. Because I don't think Tottenham are the team that can go toe to toe with Arsenal, especially when they are chasing or they are trying to get a goal. So maybe that's the game plan. They tend to do it in the second half, but I don't see whether it's gonna happen. Because maybe the idea is just to keep it locked in for as long as they can. Richarlison, Victor by Kudus, now with Van der Ven. This is Doggy. Doggy through the legs of Timber, but been won over by Incap. By Saliba. Come on, Arsenal. You need to have a bit more urgency, Teams that do win leagues have a little bit more urgency that you are showing right now. Because Spurs are just happy to sit back, Califiori into the box. It's now with Rice. Cross it. Rice into the box. Cleared by Van der Ven. Timber with a shot. Blocked by Odegaard. Charlison seems to love a fight, This is Timber! Timber! Well marshaled by Van der Ven. Nice defending from Van der Ven. By Udogi. Udogi into Van der Ven. Van der Ven fouled by Merino. Yeah, so guys, make sure you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It's your first time here on the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure that you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more of such content. Yeah. These 30 minutes have gone by so slowly because other than the first few minutes, when Rice had that chance, since then, the game has just been played at a very, very slow pace. Like both teams are just, especially Tottenham, they're just content on sitting back and just playing on the counter. It's another opportunity of a long throw for Tottenham, deep in Arsenal's half. Set piece opportunity. Let's see whether Tottenham are gonna conjure up something. They claim that Arsenal are set piece FC, but they're also set piece FC, so they're also using the same tactic. To the box! There's foul on Merino by Romero. Really didn't look promising. But yeah, the ball was thrown into a very, very dangerous area. Anyway, it's been restarted by Arsenal. It's picked up by Timber. This is Saliba. Come on, Arsenal. Urgency, guys. Urgency. Your greatest title rivals lost. Both of them lost yesterday. So, it's your golden opportunity to at least build a gap to Chelsea and to Liverpool. Because if Arsenal do win today, they'll be like, I think, 11 points ahead of Liverpool and 7 points ahead of Man City and 6 ahead of Chelsea. Nice play by Saka through the legs. Nice play. Yeah, Bender had to pull him back. So it's a free kick to Arsenal. Yep. Saka went by Van der Ven, and then Bentenka had to pull him back because Saka was away. Yeah, Saka was away. So Rodrigo Bentancur picks up the first yellow card of the game. So another opportunity for Arsenal off a set piece. So he had better not be giving Arsenal these set pieces because Arsenal are very good at set pieces. Gabriel might be unavailable, but that does not mean that Arsenal do not have the Arsenal. That's what I did there. Arsenal do not have the Arsenal. They do have the Arsenal, man. They do have the prowess and the expertise to score from set pieces, man. Anyway, it's a set piece opportunity for Arsenal to be taken by Saka. Crossed in, cleared by Tottenham. Now picked up by Rice. Is now Calafiori. Fiori crosses the halfway line. This is Trossard. Arsenal with another long throw opportunity. That was a wonderful punch by Vicario. Ball just needed a touch. Just any kind of touch. A flick off someone's head. It would have been a goal. But like I said, I like what Arsenal have done this season. At least they have changed things up. And let's look at this chance first. Picked up by Eze. Eze should have shot, man. It's Calafiori. Calafiori into the box. Into Trossard. Trossard into the box. Merino. Oh, to be taken by Vicario. Van der Ven seems to be playing well today, huh? Odegaard turns the ball over. It's now picked up by Timber. Anyway, it's a throw into Arsenal. They're gonna do another long throw. Yeah, they're already camped now in Tottenham's half now. The vote is now split 50-50. Arsenal have a 50% chance of winning this game, and so do Spurs. Wow. I'm sure many of you are you guys choosing to hate on Arsenal deliberately? You honestly think that Tottenham have what it takes to win this game against Arsenal? Who knows, man? Maybe you guys have seen something that I haven't, but let's see. Let's see how the game unfolds, man. Because honestly, I expected the votes to be overwhelming in Arsenal's favor, but it's actually, according to you guys in the chat, it's actually 50-50. Wow. Impressive. I definitely did not see that coming. Saliba, back to Zubamendi. Just no need to stretch the play, because there are so many defenders out there. Maybe Calafiori needs to hug the touchline. Because you see, whenever Saliba does pick up the ball, it's like the Arsenal fullbacks are very fluid, so they can drift inside. Oh, cross to the box. He's Trossard. Goal! Leandro Trossard. 1-0 to the Arsenal, man. 1-0 to Arsenal. Trossard with a goal, man. Trossard with a goal for Arsenal. I told you. That 50-50 chance that you have given Spurs in this game to win, I don't think it's gonna pay off. All he needed was a goal from Arsenal, man. Merino, the wonderful cross into the box. Wonderful run from Trossard, man. What a wonderful run from Trossard. What a wonderful run. And even better pass from Merino, man. It was actually a deflection of Van der Ven. It was a deflection of Van der Ven, man. But anyway, they still count, They still count. Are they gonna classify that as an own goal? So just give the goal to Trossard, Give the goal to Trossard. Yep. Arsenal with a breakthrough already. Arsenal with a breakthrough already. Yep, I told you. You can't keep this Arsenal team down for long, eh? Yeah, that's Trossard's third goal of the season, eh? Following it up with the one that he scored last 2 weeks ago, rather, against Sunderland. Is Calafiori. Calafiori into the box. Ah, poor cross, man. Trossard, yeah, he's the one who also got the winner in this fixture last season, eh? Last season, Arsenal did win that game 2-1 after having to come back from behind. In fact, Tottenham were leading in that game, but Arsenal did come back from behind to win the game. So Trossard, actually, this is actually unfolding into Tottenham are beginning to become a very good opponent for Trossard because he seems to be scoring against them whenever he gets the opportunity. This now Arsenal can now dictate play, just keep the ball because they've had a very impressive defensive record. In fact, they've only conceded one goal at home this season. The goal that was scored by Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is the only one who has breached the Arsenal defense at the Emirates. The other three goals that they have conceded, 3 goals or 4 goals. Because Arsenal have conceded 5 goals, eh? Conceded 5 goals. So, Kudus fouled by Incap. Conceded 5 goals, two to Sunderland, one against Liverpool, one against Man City. What was the other goal that they conceded? Oh yeah, Newcastle. Yes, Newcastle. Voltemade, yes. Thomas Frank was always chewing, man. It's like this guy's collection is just full of what are they called? Chewing gum. He's always chewing for 90 minutes. Nyam, 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 nyam. Anyway, it's a good way of keeping yourself busy, eh? Yeah, personally, I don't really love chewing gum because more or less sleep. Rather, what? My teeth do sleep, and sometimes I find myself biting either my tongue or my the inner walls of my mouth. So that's why I refrain from chewing gum as much as possible. Those things are painful, guys. Those things are painful, man. Especially when you bite yourself, either on the lower lip or on the inside of their mouth. Those things maybe take like a week or so to heal. And they are quite painful. Timber into the box. Victor by Rice. Eze, come on, Eze. Eze, go! Ooh, nice, Eze. You listened to your elders, man, and you shot. 2-0 to the Arsenal, man. I told you, Tottenham cannot do anything to Arsenal. Tottenham can't. They have had a very, very poor record against Arsenal in this fixture. And like I said, they've only won once in what? In 32 league games at the Emirates. Or at Arsenal's ground. Actually, it's at the Emirates, yeah. Yeah, Eze, man like Eze. So, that is Thomas Frank's game plan out of the window. Out of the window. Yeah, wonderful play by Timber. Rice with the pass into Eze. Eze gets away from the players. Okay. Is there a hint of offside? Okay, there might be hint of offside there, man. Let's see, let's see. Oh, okay. Not really. That goal is ruled out for offside. That's gonna be unfair. Yeah, it's no offside. Yeah. It was a poor save from Vicario. Poor save from Vicario. That is just jumping all over, man. Anyway, guys, do make sure that you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel and liking the video. What are these guys saying, man? Ah, yeah, Concast. It's done so. By Palinia. At least now it's gonna force Tottenham to play, eh? Come on, Merino. Take it easy. It's gonna force Tottenham to play now, eh? Cause cause you see, for me, I normally do not like this anti. What is called? I call them anti-football tactics, where teams go to their rivals and just want to just set up or rather park the bus and just sit back. Because now when they concede, it forces them to change their game plan, eh? As Tottenham have done. Eh? So, but there's no way they're getting back to this game. This game is now a question of how many goals Arsenal can score. It's a question of how many goals Arsenal can score. Arsenal, Arsenal players who are unavailable. Gabriel and Odegaard are so happy, man. But they should be. They should be. They should be. Now they can just manage the game. Now they can just manage the game. The onus is not on them to win the game now because they have already won it. Eh? Because based on past performance, Spurs are not gonna do anything, honestly. Because after 44 minutes, if they have not had even a single shot on goal, that just tells you what they had planned on doing. So that's why I'm like, for me, I've never liked that tactic, that anti-football tactic where teams just go and sit. And you know very well you're not like a relegation for that team. But anyway, many would argue that because Spurs finished 17th last season, then it's actually a tough away game for them. Yeah, and actually, rightfully so. Because this is clearly a tough, very, very tough away game. In fact, the time of all the places to go, uh, the Emirates Stadium is the most difficult place that any team can travel to. Anyway, we're gonna have 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes of added time. Come on, what's going on there, man? What were Udogi and Timber doing? Was there enough of a ball incident or what? But anyway, as you know, in London derbies, all it takes is your opponents to pull a goal back, and all of a sudden, I don't know why Udogi, surely Udogi. That's like a wrestling move, man, that you did on Timber. Seriously? Udogi? And the referee is giving the foul to Tottenham. How now? Anyway, Vicario, yeah, the kick forward. Let's see what's gonna come out of this. I don't really expect much because Tottenham have been unable to test Raya. Poor pass. Then Rice just hoofs it forward. Maybe he was attempting to score from there because Vicario was way off his line. But it's very, very hard to score from that far. That is like 70 or 80 yards out. It's very hard to score. And your Vicario starts play. Got a foul on Richarlison. No foul on Richarlison. Get up. Get up. Hey, Tottenham, man. Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur. There's no game management from Arsenal. No, just a matter of game management from Arsenal. The second half, just in fact, even if they are to sit back, it will be okay because I don't think this Tottenham team will be able to break them down because they clearly lack the personnel to break down a low block or a mid block. So maybe the creative players who can actually string a few passes for them. Yep, the referee is just about to blow for halftime. We halftime now. Yep, there you go, halftime. It's halftime. Halftime, man. Can't really say been an impressive performance from Arsenal. It's just that Tottenham have made the game very easy for us to by just sitting back and doing nothing. So it's been all Arsenal in the first half. I don't even know why Tottenham are competing in this game. In fact, if there's ever been a one-sided derby, it's this one. I don't think they should even call it a derby anymore. Because, like I said, Tottenham's last victory over Arsenal was in 2022. And their last victory at Arsenal's ground was in 2010. Back then, when the likes of Gareth Bale was still at Tottenham. Because, like I said at the beginning, in that day, Arsenal had actually taken a 2-0 lead, but Tottenham were able to come back and eventually win the game 3-2. So, that does not mean that it's going to happen again today. No, it's not going to happen. Because you see, what you need to look at is how the game has unfolded. And so far, from an attacking sense, Tottenham have done absolutely nothing. In fact, they've had 0 shots at Raya's goal. No shots on target, no shots on goal. So, they've actually been relying on set piece opportunities, either long throws or maybe Vicario takes the free kick from the center circle into the box. But as you know, Arsenal are set piece FC. Not really set piece. But I know you get what I mean. They're very good from set pieces. So I don't think the Arsenal are gonna be undone by a set piece as far as Spurs is concerned, because Spurs are also not very good from set pieces themselves. Because actually their last away game against Everton, they did manage to score 2 goals from set pieces, but on that day they were shambolic. In fact, if there's ever been a very, very unfair scoreline, it's the game between not Arsenal, Everton and Tottenham. Tottenham eventually won the game 3-0, but they were just, let me just say, for lack of a better, they were just lucky. They were just lucky that Everton kept on missing chance after chance after chance. And the 2 chances, big chances that Tottenham didn't get in the game were 2 set pieces for name of this guy, Van der Ven. They converted. But other than that, Tottenham have been quite poor this season. In fact, they sit, I think, is it in the bottom 3 when it comes to home form, because I think they've only won 1 game at home. So, and their away record is not that good either. Because if I'm to look at the table, based if the result does hold, let me see, league table. Yeah, Tottenham are currently in 9th place on 18 points. The thing that has actually carried them is their away record, because managing to get those dodgy victories. But eventually, I say, if you can't really stay afloat if you are just winning games away from home. Eventually, the teams that you are playing against are gonna turn things around for you, and when that disappears, now you're left with a very, very dismal home record as far as Spurs are concerned. And then now that means that the pressure is now on you even more to just perform at home. Because their away record has not been bad, because their previous 5 games, they won at Leeds United, then they lost at Aston. They lost against Aston Villa at home. Then they beat Everton 3-0, lost at home to Chelsea. Then drew 2-2 against United. Then right now, as you can see, they are losing 2-0 against Arsenal. So, but anyway, one would argue that Spurs are that way because of they've got a very, very huge injury list. In fact, they don't have any of their key men, especially player makers, likes of Madison and Kulusevski. Both have been injured. Madison, I think, is gonna be back towards the latter stages of the season, maybe late April, maybe early April into late April. Because he also suffered was it an ACL injury? Yeah. And as you know, as soon as you oh my God, suffer ACL injuries, you're normally out for some time, from some huge, considerable amount of time. In fact, if there's an injury that I know so well, it's actually the ACL injury, because I also suffered one myself. And of course, you do need surgery to repair the ACL, as I did also last year. And for me, I'm also nursing myself back to full fitness. Not like I was playing professionally, but I'd love to go back to playing as I used to back in the day. Actually, the injury that had pegged me back for the longest time. So, like I said, ACL injuries, just know that you're gonna be out for a minimum period. Depending on the extent of the injury, minimum period, maybe 9 months. Just ask Jesus or Rodri or Van Dyke, myself or Julian Timber, because the or even Madison, because those are the few players that I do know that have suffered ACL injuries. Even Danny Carvajal of Madrid also suffered an ACL injury. That's why 2 seasons ago he was unavailable for the entire season for Madrid. Yeah, so Madison, I think, yeah, he's gonna be back in late April. But Kulosevsky is gonna be back soon, because actually they had estimated that he was gonna be available from mid November. So I don't know, maybe they just don't want to risk him, because as you know, Kulosevsky is also a player who's also been quite injury prone of late. So let me see whether I can get the ah, there's one available. Tottenham got a huge list, guys. It's a huge list. So the people unavailable for Tottenham are Ben Davies, muscle injury. Kota Takai is not a starter. Dragusin, basically not starter as well. Yeah, also suffered a cruciate ligament injury as well. Gonna be back in early December. They're actually predicting that Madison will be back in early January. Really? But if you're coming back from ACL injury, it means that rather, if you're coming back, you don't just go straight into the team. You have to be nursed back to full fitness progressively, because you have to be reintegrated into the team. And after that, you also have to now build match fitness and match sharpness, because those are two different things. Because you see, being fully fit and coming on as a substitute does not mean that you're already now up to speed, and now you got match sharpness. Match sharpness only comes through you playing more and more games. So maybe the only time maybe Madison is gonna be maybe fully back is maybe, I'd say, maybe from mid-February into early March. Then of course they also, yes, Bisuma is also out, then available as well. And of course, actually, Kulusevski's injury. Uh, recovery period was actually adjusted. So he's gonna be back in early December. And of course, Dominic Solanke, guy seems ever since he went to Spurs, he's just been unavailable. He's just been unavailable, man. Seriously. For Arsenal, give me a second, guys. I'll be back. Give me a second, guys. I will be right back, please. Yeah, guys. Just needed to sort out something else. Apo. At least now we are back. Come back. Can see that Tottenham have made a few changes. Even a few changes or just one change. Xavi Simons is coming on. Whom has he replaced? Whom has he replaced? Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons has come on. For who? Have they taken off one defender? I, I think they have taken off Danso. So Danso has been taken off for Xavi Simons. So Tottenham are now going guns blazing. To me is already a waste of time because they're not gonna do anything. So Danso is off. So Danso is off, and then of course Xavi Simons has come on to replace him. So the new signing, yes, this is Timber. Eze go 3-0, man. I'd not even restarted my clock for the second half. Tottenham done. D for done, man. No sooner they changed their tactics than they've just considered a third goal. Eze with the brace. Eze with the brace. Yeah, that's why I said, guys. For you guys in the chat that are putting a victory for Tottenham, I don't know what you are thinking. Honestly, I do not know what you are thinking. Why did you even give Tottenham a chance in this game? There was no way they had a chance in this game. Tottenham, especially based on their record. Wonderful pass from Timber. It was an assist by Timber. So, Eze has gotten his first brace for Arsenal. At least he's held down the fort very well for Arsenal when Odegaard has been away. So I'm happy to see that he's doing his thing, man. He's clearly doing his thing. So that's why I said as soon as the halftime whistle was blown that it's only a matter of how many goals Arsenal score. It's only a matter of how many goals Arsenal do score and how many Spurs can keep out. Because clearly, Arsenal cannot in any way lose this game from here. No, I don't think they're even gonna lose it in the first place because as far as the match momentum and stats are concerned, they have been the dominant side, completely dominant side, man. The XG was at 0.92 and Tottenham's XG is actually 0.00. Tottenham they have not had a single shot either on target or at Raya's goal. No shot whatsoever. Yeah, Eze was by himself, man. He picked up the ball in a tiny little pocket. His closest marker was it Kudus? And what is Kudus doing there, man? That is not Kudus' best position. Oh man, Trossard! I told you it's a matter of how many goals Tottenham are gonna concede today. Eh? I think they're gonna be put to the sword. For me, I'd say maybe if I'm to give a final match prediction, maybe 5-0. 5-0. My prediction is 5-0. If it doesn't stay this way, it's gonna end 5-0. Yeah, I'm gonna make the bold statement. Arsenal to score 5 today. Bentancur, Palinya, back to Spence. Spence, this is Romero. Romero coming forward. Xavi Simons. He's a Destiny Udogi. Because Arsenal just need to sit back now and just play on the counter. In fact, it has actually posed really well for them to play on the counter. Maybe bring the likes of Madueke and Madueke and who? Madueke and Martinelli off the bench, at least to see what they can do in the second half, just to build up match fitness. Yeah, so Arsenal well on their way, man. 6 points at the top of the table, man. And they play Chelsea next weekend. Yes, the game is going to be played at Stamford Bridge. Nobody is not going to get to that pass. It's picked up by Timber. Timber versus Udogi. Come on, man. It's now with Zubamendi. Rice. Trossard. There you go. Trossard into the box. Ah! The ball was just nicked away from Eze, man. Eze is already on a hat trick. Zubamendi blocked by Romero. Picked up by Merino is offside. He's offside. Anyway, guys, make sure that you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It's your first time here on the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel. Make sure you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Do remember that we still have one more game to go. One more game to go. This weekend or this weekend's matches. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have Manchester United versus Everton from Old Trafford. We might also do that game as well. We might also do that watch along. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated on whether I'm gonna do it or not. Yeah, because I'm currently in a transition period. But all the same, we'll see what we are gonna do. Trossard. Eze. This is Saka. Timber. Honestly, come on, Arsenal. Yeah, do win the league, man. Do win the league. The banter era for Arsenal needs to end now. That banter era for Arsenal needs to end. Needs to end. People have been on their backs for such a long time, man. Calling them bottlers. I've also called them bottlers, man. But it seems like all the pieces, rather all the stars, have aligned for them to win the league this season. Everything is actually aligning for them to win the league. Arsenal, I hope you hear me, man. Everything has aligned for you to win this league. If you do not win this league this season, then I don't know how you're gonna be helped. Honestly, if you don't win the league this season, maybe next season just appeal for other request for relegation and just go into the championship now. Anyway, Declan Rice with a free kick. Declan Rice. Rice to the box. Header. Just wide. Recycled by Trossard. Yeah. This is Eze. Eze. Come on, Eze. Complete your hat-trick, man. It will be so wonderful for him to complete his hat-trick today. Especially in a London derby. This is Odebe. Odebe. I mean, going backwards, man. Seriously? It's because the Arsenal players have rushed back. Odebe fouled by Zubamendi. So it's a free kick to Tottenham, Free kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Anyway, guys, as always, if it's your first time here on the channel, make sure that you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Now picked up by Spence. Is now Kudus. Simmons up and over to no one in particular. Picked up by Bentancur. Loses out. Now it's Saka. Saka versus Udogi. Passed back to Merino. This is now Rice. This is Zubamendi. Oh, come on. I haven't updated the score. What the heck am I doing? I've not updated the score. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. It's 3-0 to Arsenal. 3-0 to Arsenal. I'm sorry, I had not updated the score, man. I had not updated the score. Victor by Richarlison. Richarlison with a chip. Goal! What a wonderful chip from Richarlison, man. From the halfway line. And the way I don't rate this fella. Was that a foul? No foul, man. Richarlison with an audacious chip. Yeah. Over man. It's 3-1. 3-1. Tottenham have pulled a goal back. As if it matters, man. But let's see. Let's see what they're gonna do. Raya was off his line anyway. I don't blame Raya. I don't blame Raya for that. Because normally when your team is attacking, your goalkeeper is gonna be further advanced. So he's gonna be way off his line. But I'm sure many people are gonna find a way of faulting Raya. But it's just a consolation for Spurs. I don't expect them to do anything else. Because that was a gift. That was just a gift. That was a gift. It was a gift that was given to them by Arsenal. Anyway, guys, make sure you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If it's your first time here on the Vinskey Valor YouTube channel, guys, make sure you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. For those of you that are returning subscribers, do make sure that you support the channel by liking the video. Is Merino? Bad pass by Merino. So, anyway, I think it's just a consolation for Spurs because, in fact, that was their first shot on target. Not even on target, but first shot on goal. And they scored from it. In fact, the XG was so low, man. The XG was actually 0.02 of that chance. So, that's why I said it's just a gift. It's just a gift. But I don't expect Arsenal to lose this game or maybe draw this game from here. But I don't know. I don't know. That goal seems to have encouraged Spurs a little bit. So I don't know how they're gonna play from here going forward. But they clearly do not have the. It's like that goal has not really made them come out and maybe go all attack on Arsenal. Maybe it's more or less damage limitation. But let's see how Arsenal perform. Let's see whether Tottenham have the cojones come back into this game. I don't think they do. Honestly, do not think they do. The Arsenal are appearing to be a bit more sloppy on the ball. And I don't know why Merino is in the right back position and is actually a false nine. But that is how Arsenal play, man. In fact, that's why I like their shape and system. It's a very fluid system where the fullbacks tuck in, they cut inside. Now when Merino plays as a false nine, he has the license to drift into midfield to the far side. He actually plays a free role. Saliba with the hoof ball forward to Trossard. Trossard takes it down well. Trossard. Well marked by Spence. So it's a goal kick to Spurs. A goal kick to Spurs. Anyway, guys, make sure you lot are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It's your first time here on the channel. Make sure you are liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not already subscribed. This is Palinya Vicario almost lost the ball, man. It's picked up by Udogi. Udogi with a lot of green grass to run onto. This is Odebat. Odebat into the box. Cleared by Hincap. Picked up by Javi Simons. Javi Simons. Javi Simons. What's he doing? Javi Simons tackled by Saka, but he actually played the ball off Simon, so it's out for a goal kick. Goal kick to Arsenal. Goal kick to the Arsenal. The Gunners, man. The Gunners. The Gunners. Merino. This is now Saka. Now with Hincap. Hincap. Hoofball forward. Has to find Trossard. Picked up by Zubamendi. Was it tackled by Spence? Yeah, it was a fair tackle. It was a fair tackle. Fair, not tickle, tackle. How am I saying tickle? Okay. This game appears to have become end-to-end stuff now. Huh? Kudus. Kudus, release, man. Release. Where are you going? Kudus. Eze, was he fouled? There was a lot of eagerness by Richarlison to get to the ball. Huh? But anyway, there was a foul by Richarlison on Eze. Eze is a model professional. Huh? Not the kind who's gonna just lie down if he's not hurt. Oh, like the Charlison fell over him. Huh? Anyway, it's a free kick to us now, and anyway, it seems to be okay. Seems at least he's back on his feet. Come on, Arsenal, you need to get a grip of this game, man. This game was so comfortable for you. Now it seems like it's become end-to-end stuff. Make sure the game does not turn into a basketball game, eh? Because if it becomes end-to-end stuff, it might actually favor the team that is chasing the game. It can also favor Arsenal as well, but at the moment it seems like Spurs are the team that looks a little bit dangerous going forward. So, but anyway, we will see. We will see. Have another 30 minutes to go in this game plus stoppage time. So, let's see how the game is gonna go on from here. It's another free kick to Arsenal taken by Rice. Come on, are you gonna get a fourth goal or what? Get a fourth goal and just put this team out of their misery. Yeah? Rice about to take the set piece. Rice into the box. Punched away by Vicario. Eze! Eze! Saliba! Ah, come on. In cap. Ah, too many bodies back for Tottenham. It was offside. Wonderful delivery by Rice, man. Fuck, I'd say his deliveries from corners, eh? I think they're one of the best that I've seen. Right up there with the likes of Trent, David Beckham back in the day. So Rice is clearly on that level as well because his set piece taking ability is so nice. His technique is so good, man. Because he puts in a very, very, very delicious balls into the box. Because I'm sure if Gabriel was available, maybe you'd have converted one. Eh? Anyway, this is Vicario restarts play into Romero. This is now Spence. Nice turn by Palhinha. Away from Rice. This is Richarlison. Richarlison to Simons. Into Spence. Sorry, Doggy. Bowling go well for Spurs. All the way back to David Raya. This is Raya. takes it forward, looking for Saka. Saka was offside. Caught offside, man. Is Bentancur. Now Van der Ven to Romero. Van der Ven. You know, the way the league is going this season, Arsenal do not even have to be brilliant to win it. Because you do know at some point, Tottenham and Liverpool are just going to drop points again. So, it's actually like the season, that's what I said, more or less feels like the Leicester season where any team maybe in the top four can actually win it if they just get on a decent run. Because I can't really say that Arsenal's performance this season has been so impressive, where they have just been blowing teams all over, or they have been blowing teams away. No, they have just been doing a lot of game management. They score a goal and they do just retreat into their shell. They manage the game and they eventually go home with the points. That's why I said this season I don't think Arsenal even has there been any game where Arsenal have actually gotten into maybe fourth gear or fifth gear. I don't think so. I do not think so. Still going, Mr. Nathan. Yep, still going, man. Still going. So Odegaard taken off. Odegaard taken off. Kolomwani coming on. So Sa and Kolomwani coming on. Pap Matesa. I don't know what he's gonna do in this game. Merino Saka unable to get the ball, man. Kolomwani. The guy who's on loan. Loan from where? Is it? Yes. Where's he loan from? Where was Kolomwani gotten from? I don't know. Kolomwani. I've forgotten his. Yeah, it's PSG. I was right. It was PSG. Yes, it was PSG. At least I know a bit of my stuff, man. But I also don't rate this player either way, Yeah, fouled by Palinya. Now, Thomas Frank trying to encourage his players, telling them to lock on, other to focus. What's that expression? Lock in, yes, lock in. Yeah. Telling them to lock in. But anyway, not gonna do anything. The goal that they scored was just against a run of play, so can't really say that they created that goal. That's why I said the only way for them to get, the only way that they can get back into this game is if Arsenal let them. Eze loses out. Picked up by Bentancur. Bentancur. This is Javi Simon. Javi Simon. Richarlison. Bad cross. Seriously? What is Palinya doing, man? I was expecting Kudus, guy who's 5'6", 7" to head that ball. Seriously? Anyway, Mas Frank. He's still backing orders and pointing at I don't know what he's pointing at. Yeah, Merino seems to be down. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, the referee has just ignored him. Oh, wow. He seems like a head injury, man. Side of his face. Yeah. When it comes to head injuries, man, you stop play regardless of what phase of play the ball is. Oh, okay. So it was not a yellow card for Van der Ven. It's actually a yellow card for Romero. He's actually picked up his fifth booking of the season. So that means he will be suspended for the next game. Yep. The next game, Tottenham play Fulham at home. So there will be no Cristiano Romero on that day. So maybe they're going to play Danso and Van der Ven at centre back. But yeah, Tottenham also have a Champions League game in midweek. They play on Wednesday against PSG. A repeat of the UEFA Super Cup that was played at the beginning of the season. It was the curtain raiser in Europe. This Papa Matesa, nice tackle by Calafiori, nice tackle. Curtain raiser for European competition because normally play contested between the winner of the FA Cup versus the winner of not a FA Cup, the winner of the Champions League versus the winner of the Europa League. And since Spurs won the Europa League last season, they met PSG at the that category, the UEFA Super Cup competition, which PSG did win. But at some point, people thought that Tottenham were gonna win, but PSG so were too much quality for Tottenham. For a shot, wonderful save from Vicario from Saka. Ah, yeah, wonderful shot, man. Ah, wonderful shot from Saka. The corner to Arsenal. Wonderful shot from Saka. Punched away by Vicario. So it's a corner to Arsenal. Most shots from corners, as far as Arsenal are concerned, Gabriel and Timber. Yeah, I told you Arsenal have their goals from corners this season. Arsenal have got 8 already. That's half of their goals, man. Half of their goals from corners. Rice. Rice into the box. Cleared by Kudus. Eze, the shot, well over the bar. Rice picks up the ball. Rice. Ah. He's Trossard being blocked by the referee. The corner. The corner to Arsenal. As always, guys, if it's your first time here on the channel, do make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. For the lot of you that have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. If you are a returning subscriber, do make sure you support the channel by liking the video. The free kick to other corner to Arsenal be taken by Rice. Rice into the box. Go! Ah! Well defended by Tottenham. So been restarted by Vicario. Tries to get Kudus on his way, but well defended by Eze. Rice. Mero just heads it to Timber. Timber is so playing as somebody might even think that he's an advanced forward. Mary. Merino! Put him down! It's Kudus. The first time that Kudus has had the ball on the attacking side. Up. Then because of it's been a new thing for him in this game, he's not been able to get oh my god, what was Raya doing? Just gave the ball away to Kudus. To the box. You see, also in games, whenever you do attack frequently and maybe put several balls into the box, it more or less gives you a general idea of how you're gonna play them. Because sometimes, I see now in Tottenham's case, because they have not been on the offensive, when Kudus crossed that ball, just went straight to Raya because he has not had the practice. And at the same time, Raya returns the favor by throwing the ball back to him. Hey, Richarlison loves a fight, man. This guy. Yeah, that ball seems to have been deflated. I don't know by what. Anyway, 15 minutes to go in this game. I didn't say that it's 15 minutes for Arsenal to hang on, but they're almost over the they're almost over the finish line because they have won this game. I don't think Tottenham. Oh, Trossard! It's 1-on-1 Trossard. Can he find Saka? Oh, Eze! Come on, Eze! Goal! Hat-trick hero! Man like Eze, man! Hat-trick hero! Eze, man! First professional hat-trick! Hey, man like Eze. I'm so happy for him, man. I love Eze, man. One, because he's a believer and he's never shy of acknowledging his maker, man. And the man who created him, God himself. He's very, very grateful, and especially on his page, he's very happy and he's very vocal about his faith. It's a good thing, which is what we need in sports, man. You need to stand for something, man. Ah, wonderful, Eze, man. Wonderful, Eze. So happy for you, man. So happy for you, my bro. So happy for you, man. Yeah. There's one player who has been so vocal about his faith. It's Berichi Eze, man. Fully deserved. That hat-trick is fully deserved, man. Fully deserved. Nobody can take it away from him, man. Nobody can take it away from him. And to think that during the off-season transfer window, Tottenham had actually put in a bid for Eze. That is how life is. Tottenham had actually put in a bid for Eze. They wanted to buy him. And then I don't know what happened at the last hour. At the last hour, Madueke has come on for Trossard. Kudus has also been taken off. Who has replaced Kudus? Let's see who has replaced Kudus. So Kudus and Spence going off, Yeah, Pedro Porro. It's actually Brennan Johnson. Johnson has come on to replace Kudus. So Jet Spence is off to be replaced by Pedro Porro. And Kudus is also off to be replaced by Brennan Johnson. So Tottenham have used up all their subs. So they have used up all their subs. I told you, the goal from Tottenham was just a consolation. They're not going to do anything, because the goal was just against a run of play. Saka, come on, put them to the sword. Saka, Eze! Saved by Vicario. Almost scored his fourth goal, man of the game. Eze, come on, Eze. So unselfish from Saka, man. Wonderful play from Saka, man. This is what you call unselfish play, man. Yeah, so I was saying earlier that Tottenham had actually put in a bid for Eze during the transfer window. And then, I don't know what happened, but remember, Eze was actually bought by Crystal Palace from the Arsenal Academy. So, when Arsenal got wind that Crystal Palace are willing to sell Eze, and that Eze was actually preferring a move to Tottenham, then Arsenal did put in a last-minute bid for Eze, and they got their player. In fact, it was very close. Terms had already been agreed. All that it was waiting for is for Eze to go and complete his medical and then just finalize his move by just maybe, because you see, you only complete the move after you have passed the medical. If you fail the medical, then it's gonna be hard for you to complete the move. So Eze, he learned that Arsenal are interested in him, and then he said, "You know what? I know I might have agreed personal terms with Spurs, and also they might also have put in a bid for me, but I'd love to go to Arsenal." And that is how he turned down Tottenham at the last hour. Then he went to Arsenal, and then several months later, he scores a hat trick against them, against his potential potential what? Potential employers at the time, the team that he would have gone to. Wow. These things are always written, man. Never ever say that these things are not scripted, man. These things are always scripted. Who knew that Eze was gonna score a hat trick today? Who even predicted an Eze hat trick? Who? No one. But I'm sure there are a few bookmakers out there whom thought that because of the Eze effect, of course, there's the saga between Tottenham, Arsenal, and Eze with regards to the transfer. Then maybe the person thought that betting on somebody like Eze would have been a good thing. And it's actually paid off. It has actually paid off because clearly, clearly, Eze has put Tottenham to the sword, man. In fact, I think he's had like 4 shots on goal, and three of them, and actually all of them have been on target. Three of them have been goals. Madueke, come on, Madueke, should bury that chance. At least the Arsenal team is beginning now to take shape, because at least now they're having their players come back from injury, and that will be enough for them now to cement their place at the top of the league, and now go on and win the league in May. Honestly, I'd want them to win it. I want them to win it. One, because based on how the other teams are playing, clearly, Arsenal, according to me, that's according to me. Yes, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but for me, I call it as I see it. And it's like I've always said, it's always good to call things as they are. Always, it's good to be fair, man. Just because I don't support Arsenal doesn't mean that I'm just supposed to be hating on them, man. If they play well, they have played well, and if they go on and win the league based on how they have played, then they can. Then that's okay, man. So, like I was saying, so the reason I want them to win the league is because one, like, as far as these season squads are concerned, they have the best squad. Actually, they have solidified their squad. They have actually made their squad way more competitive, way harder to beat. That's why their game against Bayern Munich will be a classic. Because I want to see how they're gonna play against a real giant in Europe. Rice, was he fouled? Just a push nudge in the back, so there was no foul. Yeah, so yes, I want to see how they play against the elites. But in the Premier League, you can pretty much say that they have this league wrapped, because the next game against Chelsea, all they just need to do is just avoid defeat. Just avoid defeat against Chelsea, because Chelsea are their closest challengers, and you'll be good to go. Because Chelsea clearly cannot win the league. Chelsea are also way too inconsistent. In fact, if I'm to pick maybe the lineup or the final tally of the Premier League table, I'd say Arsenal to finish first, Man City second, Chelsea third. Who can finish fourth? Maybe Liverpool will get to fourth eventually. Then maybe fifth. Maybe have the likes of maybe a Newcastle, Aston Villa. Sixth, whoever of those two that will not finish fifth. And then maybe 7th, 8th, gonna have the likes of maybe United because of the one game a week effect. Just gonna be of huge benefit to them. So that is how I predict how the league is gonna go. That is how I predict it, man. Yep. Nwaneri about to come on. Ethan Nwaneri about to come on for Arsenal. Is he gonna replace? I'm sure it's he come on for Eze so that Eze can have the standing ovation. Please let it be for Eze, man. Sometimes you need to experience some of these standing ovations, man. This is Rice. This is Madueke. This is Califiori. Rice. Ah, come on, Rice. Come on, is he ready to come on? Yeah, Gyökeres. Yeah, Arsenal still have a very have a number of players still out. So that's why I said on the balance of play this season, it's like all the signs and all the stars have aligned for Arsenal to win it. Based on other teams losing form just at the crucial hour. Fouled by Rice, that's gonna be a yellow card for Rice. Of petulant. Rice, Is he gonna be given a yellow card? Oh man. I knew it was coming to that, Pedro Porro sprinted towards Rice and immediately started shoving him. Knew that was gonna happen. There have been any yellow cards dished out? Of course. Yeah. Also book Porro, I don't know what he was sprinting for. But just to go and shove Rice. Yeah, Rice is gonna be given a card as well, because of the foul on Simon. Anyway, now the latter stages of this game, man. Latter stages of this game. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's something that Rice said to Simmons, I don't know what he said to him, Merino is actually the one who has been taken off for Waneri. Mosquera on for Hincap. So Hincap is off. Mosquera is on. So poor free kick from Spurs, man. Poor execution, man. I don't know what they were attempting there. So it's picked up by Zubamendi, picked up by Sa. I actually did not finish the reasons why I wanted Arsenal to win. Yeah, like I said, yeah, so squad depth, 2. Yeah, things are lining for them to finally win the league. 3, based on how they are playing, especially their rear guard, they're going to win their league, man, because they say good defenses wins you championships, wins you titles. You don't win good titles by outscoring your opposition, as Liverpool did find out in, when was this? Was it 2013, 2014? Remember in that season, Liverpool actually had scored like around, was it 90 goals in the Premier League? But they had conceded 50. So, and you see, eventually, if you have a very porous defense, it's going to cost you. as they did find out in games against Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Because remember, against Crystal Palace, they're actually leading 3-0. And Crystal Palace managed to come back and draw 3-3. I'm sure you can get videos of highlights of that game on YouTube where you could clearly see Gerard consoling Suarez. Suarez was inconsolable, man. Somebody would think that he lost someone, man. Picked up by Madueke. Madueke playing Saka. That's playing by Madueke. Picked up by Timber. This is Timber into Saka. Saka. Well intercepted by Pap Matesa. This is Javi Simons. Javi Simons tackled. Picked up by Saka. Saka. Eze. Nice touch by Eze. Attempted a few nutmegs, eh? Yep, it's gonna have 4 minutes of added time, eh? 4 minutes of added time. Yeah, the Olays are now beginning to sound around the ground for Arsenal. Olays, man, Olays, man, Olays for Arsenal. The Zubamendi, Califiori, Eze. Yep, Eze is clearly gonna pick up the match ball, eh? Because whenever you score a hat trick, you automatically pick up the match ball. It is yours to keep. The ball is yours to keep. The ball is yours to keep. Because I'm sure maybe somebody like Ronaldo and Messi. How many match balls do they have? Aguero as well, Haaland. Because those guys have been scoring hat trick after hat trick, man. So I'm sure those guys have a lot of balls, man. Match balls, rather. Yep, Skelly about to come on for Calafiori, eh? So Calafiori being taken off for Skelly, Lewis Skelly. So, Arsenal just closing this out now, huh? Closing it out, man. Closing it out. Anyway, guys, before the stream ends, make sure you guys are liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Or rather, you have already liked the video and subscribed to the channel. For the many of you that are new in this stream, to this channel, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. For any returning subscriber out there, make sure you are supporting the channel by liking the video. Yeah, also just happy to recycle play back to David Raya. I thought Saka would get his goal today. Eh? Arsenal. This is Rice. Square, yeah. But Arsenal just closing it out now. Arsenal are just closing it out now. So clearly the tactic from Tottenham helped out Arsenal greatly. Because Tottenham showed no ambition coming into this game because they already beat. Yep. Game over. Almost. Almost. There we go. Game over. Game over, guys. Game is over. Game over, man. Arsenal officially 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League. and they meet their closest rivals or challengers next weekend against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. That is going to be a very, very interesting game. Honestly, that is going to be one serious derby. It's been a while since we had a game where both Chelsea and Arsenal are chasing the league. In fact, the last time that we had such a fixture, I think was way back in 20, what? Was it 2005? The Mourinho era. Because back then, Arsenal had just gone unbeaten. And then Chelsea have just been bought by Roman Abramovich and they have bought in Jose Mourinho. So Chelsea are beginning now to start their period of dominance. So that game, trust me, it's gonna be fireworks. What time is game gonna start? That game is gonna be played on Sunday. So do mark your calendars, guys. Mark your calendars, guys, please. Sunday, 30th of November, Chelsea versus Arsenal at 7:30 p.m. Kenyan time, East African time. Or if you prefer GMT, it's gonna be at 16:30 GMT. 16:30 GMT because GMT is normally reported in 24-hour clock system. So the game is gonna be starting from 7:30. Just as this one, just the same time as this one kicked off. So actually next week I have a number of good games. Love to watch next week's games, especially on Sunday because, in fact, Sunday's gonna have actually on Saturday's gonna have don't say some dead games, but some good games as well, eh? Because for next weekend, the earliest games are gonna be played from. There's no early game, so the first game is gonna be played from 6 p.m. Kenyan time. So that's Brentford versus Burnley, Man City versus Leeds, Sunderland versus Bournemouth, and then from 8:30 p.m. we're gonna have Everton versus Newcastle, and then at 2300 hours, that is 11 p.m. at night, Tottenham versus Fulham, and then on Sunday. That's when you're gonna have the big games. Gonna have Crystal Palace versus Man U from 3 p.m. Then Aston Villa versus Wolves from 5. Then Forest versus Brighton from 5 as well. And so is the West Ham versus Liverpool game. And then after those games, immediately we jump right into the Chelsea versus Arsenal game. That's not really a top of the table clash, but if Chelsea do win that game, they close the gap to 3 points because they are currently, not currently, currently 3 points, 6 points rather behind Arsenal because, like I said earlier, they are Arsenal's closest challengers in the league currently. And then, of course, Man City are further back, 7 points behind Arsenal. That's actually 2 games and a draw. So that's what I'm saying. It's actually Arsenal's season to lose now. At this present time, it's actually Arsenal's season to lose. If they do not go on and win this league season and league the title this season, then I don't know how they're gonna be helped. Honestly, I do not know how they're gonna be helped. In fact, I don't even know whether prayers are gonna work on them anymore if they don't win the league this season, because everything has aligned for them to win the league this season. Because Liverpool and City all over the place. Because you can't back those two not to go on a run and avoid defeat, because you don't really know when those two are gonna drop points. City look very shaky defensively, and Liverpool still all over the place. In fact, they have not been able to get any kind of control in any of the games that they've played this season. The only game that Liverpool seem to have played and they seem to be in control the entire game was the Aston Villa game and the Madrid game. Other than that, the other games, they're always on the back foot. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for being part of this watch along. At least you have witnessed a masterclass from Eberichi Eze scoring against a hat-trick against a club that almost signed him in the summer. Like I said, how poetic is that? A club that almost signed you, you make sure that you destroy them on the pitch and score a hat-trick against them. Wow. Not only a brace, not only 1 goal, but a hat-trick. Oh, man. So sorry for Spurs fans. But anyway, these things do happen. Anyway, final poll. I think guys were able to maybe vote in the poll. I see the poll has actually ended at Arsenal having a 73 chance of winning, while Tottenham had a 27 chance. That is now a fair reflection. In fact, as soon as I saw that lineup, I knew it was just a matter of how many goals Arsenal are gonna score and how many goals Tottenham are gonna keep out from their goal. So anyway, thank you so much guys for being part of this watch along. As always, if you're gonna catch this video after the stream has ended and it's your first time, make sure you like the video and support the channel, and also subscribe to the channel if you're gonna be new. And for any returning subscriber, make sure you support the channel by liking their video. Anyway guys, thank you so much for being part of this. It's been a good watch along. Yep, at least we got to see the Eberichi Eze masterclass. Then why I'm happy for him is because he's one of the few players that are so down to earth. Just gets on with his business. He's not the kind of player that you see is feisty, wanting to fight people, petulant, angry. Just does his business, man. And the hat trick today, like I said, fully deserved, man. Fully deserved. It's actually his first official hat trick. Yeah, first official hat trick as a player, man. And funny, he scores it against a team that almost signed him. In fact, he scores it against his boyhood club because, like I said earlier, Eze was actually let go by Arsenal, because he was actually brought up through the Arsenal academy, and then he was sold to Crystal Palace. Was he actually sold or was he released? But I think he was released. Went to Crystal Palace, then went back to Arsenal. Anyway, he picks up the man of the match award and also the match ball. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. As always, guys, it's been real. Thank you so much for being part of this. As always, it's your boy right here, Vinskey Valor. Until the next video, we're going to let you know what they're going to do tomorrow's game between United and Everton. That's going to be kicking from 2300 hours. But anyway, we'll let you guys know. Anyway, till then, guys, till the next video, do take care. Peace.